This beat was made using just two VSTs, Fraction and Toneflx. After reviewing both of them on the channel, I wanted to see what happened if I combined them and used them together in a real production. I'm going to break down this beat, everything from the sound selection to the processing to the arrangement, and at the end of the video, I'm even going to give you some of my favorite sounds in a free download. So let's get into it. If you missed my previous videos, Fraction is a very cool synth VST. It samples real synths. It has a unique way of blending sounds and creating just interesting sounds to use in your beats. And then Toneflx is an effects plugin that can really do wonders for any melody. And yeah, we're going to get into it. All right, to start off the beat, we started off with these two different instances of Fraction. You can see the MIDI here is very simple. Nothing too crazy going on. Without any Toneflx, this is what it sounds like. All right, so if we open those up, that first Fraction uses the Beyond a Synth preset. Sounds like that. And the second one is the Mental Project Lead. So that's what those two sounds sound like. Again, no Toneflx, no processing, that's just how they sound, loaded up as they are. Now, I may have adjusted the box setting or something, so, you know, if you need to, like, copy the preset, you can pause it and look at that right now. But that's how it started off. So I had those two sounds, and I didn't actually throw Toneflx on them yet. What I did was I routed them both to this insert 12, and I used this Toneflx instance, and I used the Twister preset. So inside of the presets, Creative FX, Melody Flippers, there's a Twister preset. And with that on, it made it sound like this. Okay, so that became my main part of the beat. I chopped the end off of the rendered melody and I brought it here to kind of swell into the hook, and I just reversed it so it reverses in. And then I wanted to add another sound just to give the melody more character, some more sounds and movement. And so I used this Fraction, which uses the Eternal Jesus brass. It sounds like this. And I did mess with some of these settings down here. I think the glide and the pitch mods. So if you want to copy these settings, you can. But together, oh, and I threw a Toneflx on it. So altogether, that sounds like this. If I take off that Toneflx, so a little bit more plain without the Toneflx. If you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I got new beat breakdowns, plugin reviews, and other production content coming every week. You don't want to miss out. After that, I added in all the drums, and most of these are sounds from my upcoming drum kit. They're going to be in the free download. It's going to be a demo version of my Memphis sound kit, and this is what we have. But then I wanted to create some different sections, so I added in more Toneflx, and I half-timed the loop here. So we're going to half-time the loop, and we're going to bring in the next instance of Fraction, which is Fraction number 5. Believe it or not, I use 6 different fractions in this project. So if we look up Fraction number 5 down here, this is using the signature Drake keys. Copy these settings, and it sounds like this. I was more or less just I was more or less just copying the sounds that I was hearing from my half sped loop and playing those again with those Drake keys to give it some more high end and give it, just a different feel. So coming out of the hook into the verse. And let's see, I believe this has Toneflx on it as well. It does. And again, this is one that I generated. It just has a delay. Without Toneflx, it sounds like this. Okay, so it already has some like delay effect to it, but then we add Toneflx on there. Just a subtle change, but it is something. The next thing I added was another instance of fraction that comes in towards the end of the verse. This sounds like this. So with all the sounds in that section. Again, it's just giving it some different elements to make the section stand out, be different from other parts of the melody. And yeah, I loved the feel that it gave it. It gave it that real dark, eerie sound and helps guide us back into our main hype section in the hook. So one more section right before the hook. We come back to our intro. Go ahead and talk about, I threw fractions on both, or Toneflxs on both of those fractions from the beginning sounds. So this is without the processing on insert 12. We gave it a resampler, a chorus, and a delay on our main keys, and we gave a chorus and a delay on our lead sound, and together it sounds like this. So that's all of our fractions, 6 different fractions, Toneflxs on all of them except for the bass. The bass I didn't add a Toneflx on. I probably could, but there was no need to. And the rest of it is history. So coming back to our intro, I just had those 2 playing with the Toneflxs. Comparing without the Toneflxs. A lot more dry. Add those Toneflxs back in. Just so much more interesting texture, ambiance. You got echoes and delays. Echoes and reverbs, I should say. I really think the combination of Fraction and Toneflx is fantastic because Fraction has a good sound source, it's a good starting point, and then when you add that processing from Toneflx, it just makes for amazing melodies, and it's super easy. It's easy to find good sounds in Fraction, and it's easy to flip them into something even crazier with Toneflx. If you really like this beat, if you like the sounds you heard, make sure you hit the first link in the description. Get that free demo pack. It's going to include the drum sounds that I used in that beat. I'm going to have some patcher presets, so if you're on FL, you'll be able to use my exact chains that I was using in this project, and also have some loops and different things in there. All of that's going to be a demo for my upcoming Memphis Essentials pack, so if you like the sounds, you like the demo pack, make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can get the full thing when it drops. Till next time, peace.